Anniversaries are meant to celebrate love, commitment, and the life you've built together. For me, my 10th anniversary with my wife, Tiffany, was supposed to be a moment of joy, reflection, and reconnection. Instead, it became the day I discovered betrayal so audacious it would change my life forever. Tiffany had always been restless, but I never imagined the extent of her disloyalty. Leading up to our anniversary, she began suggesting spicing things up, and eventually floated the idea of an open marriage. At first, I thought it was a joke, a passing fantasy, but soon her tone turned serious. She framed it as a way for us to explore ourselves and rediscover passion, while I sensed that her true intentions were far more dangerous. The red flags were impossible to ignore. Tiffany became secretive, evasive, and defensive. Late nights, whispered calls, and sudden trips without explanation all hinted at a deeper betrayal. I wanted to confront her immediately, but I knew instinctively that acting rashly would let her manipulate the situation further. Instead, I began gathering evidence. Within weeks, the full scope of her actions came to light. Tiffany had not only engaged with multiple partners, but had brought a hidden lover into our lives in ways I could never have anticipated. Messages, photos, and even video evidence confirmed the betrayal. Worse, I discovered that the anniversary experiment had resulted in her contracting an STD and becoming pregnant, her lover's child, not mine. Shock turned into calculated anger. I realized that I had the power not only to protect myself, but also to execute a revenge that would be unforgettable. I meticulously documented every interaction, every hidden meeting, and every attempt at deception. I consulted legal experts to ensure that my rights, financial security, and custody of any children were protected. Every detail mattered. I was preparing for a comprehensive exposure. The moment of revelation was carefully orchestrated. I confronted Tiffany with all the evidence, but I didn't act impulsively. Instead, I exposed her betrayal to family, friends, and close social circles in a controlled, undeniable manner. The reaction was immediate: shock. Disbelief and humiliation overtook her, leaving no room for excuses or denial. Legally, I took steps to secure the family home, finances, and any assets that Tiffany might have hoped to manipulate. The pregnancy, once a tool for her control, became a leverage point I used to ensure accountability and transparency. Her lover was exposed publicly, facing social and professional consequences that left him powerless. Emotionally, I reclaimed control. I set boundaries that protected my mental health and ensured that my children were shielded from the chaos. Tiffany had believed that she could manipulate, deceive, and escape consequences. She had underestimated my patience, foresight, and ability to act decisively. Months later, the aftermath of the betrayal became clear. Tiffany's social reputation was irreparably damaged, her financial ambitions curtailed, and her attempts to manipulate or intimidate were neutralized. I rebuilt my life, focusing on stability, dignity, and control, proving that patience and strategic planning can transform even the deepest betrayal into empowerment. The anniversary that she intended as a celebration of freedom became her undoing. The STD, the pregnancy, and the exposure of her open marriage plans left her humiliated, accountable, and powerless. Meanwhile, I emerged stronger, wiser, and fully in control of my life. In the end, the lesson was unmistakable. Betrayal, no matter how brazen, can be met with precise, calculated justice. Tiffany's audacity became the catalyst for a revenge that was thorough, undeniable, and complete. I didn't just survive her deception, I turned it into a triumph, reclaiming control over my life, my family, and my dignity.